Butterflies for Kiri. Kiri loved to draw and paint and make things. On Kiri's birthday, Auntie Lou sent a special gift. It had a purple paper butterfly perched on the top. Inside was a package of colored paper squares and a book called Origami, the Art of Paper Folding. The book showed how to fold the papers into wonderful things. There was a turtle, a boat, a bird, and a butterfly just like the one Auntie Lou had made for Kiri's package. Kiri gently slid the beautiful papers from the package. She spread them out like a rainbow. Purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds. Kiri ran her fingers softly over the papers. They were as thin as butterfly wings. Kiri opened the Origami book and looked at the drawings inside. The book has diagrams to show you how to do each step. There were fold arrows and unfold arrows. There were valley fold lines that folded forward and mountain fold lines that folded backward. Fold crisply, the book said. Crease sharply. Kiri looked at Auntie Lou's butterfly. It has crisp folds, just like the ones in the book. Kiri studied the diagrams. There were 15 steps to make a butterfly. Kiri chose a sheet of bright purple paper that matched Auntie Lou's beautiful butterfly. Then she looked at the first diagram and carefully folded her paper the same way, corner to corner, with a crisp, neat crease. Kiri looked at the next step and folded her paper in half again. For the next step, all the corners have to meet in the center. Kiri folded her paper, but the corners didn't match up. She tried again, but it was hard to get the folds just right, and the old creases still showed. Kiri tried the next step, but the thin purple paper tore the little along an old crease line. Her beautiful paper, a tear ran down her cheek. Wiping her eyes, Kiri tried the next fold. The paper tore again. "It's ruined!" Kiri cried. She wanted to start over, but she was afraid of tearing another sheet. Sadly, she gathered up the rest of the papers and slid them safely back into the package. The next day, Kiri carefully slid the origami papers from the package and spread them out like a rainbow. Purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, reds. The colors danced before her eyes. Kiri wanted to try folding a butterfly again, but she didn't want to ruin another sheet of the beautiful papers. She took the piece of notebook paper and cut it into a square. Then very carefully, Kiri followed the steps into the origami book. This time she got it the ninth step before the paper tore. Some days after school, Kiri made chalk drawings. Other days she painted or made things of clay. And every day she practiced making origami butterflies. One Saturday morning, Kiri went to the park and played. It was a perfect spring day. She went high on the spring and saw the bright blue sky and new green grass. Pink petals from the trees blew gently in the breeze. Kiri skipped by the bright red and purple tulips shining up from the garden on her way home. A yellow butterfly fluttered around the flowers. The colors danced before Kiri's eyes. She couldn't wait to get home to make a picture. Quickly, Ken got out the watercolor paints, a brush, a jar of water, and a big sheet of paper. She dipped the brush into the water and then into the blue paint. With long strokes, she painted the bright sky. She rinsed her brush and dipped it into the green paint. Slowly and carefully, Kiri painted the spring grass. Ken rinsed her brush again, and this time she chose the red of the tulips, but as soon as the brush touched the grass, the red paint leaked into the wet green and made a muddy puddle. Kiri tried to scrub away the spot, but the paper got soggy and began to shred. "It's terrible!" Kiri cried. Mama came into the kitchen. "I see the spring colors from the park," Mama said. "What a nice picture!" "No, it's ruined," Kiri sobbed. Kiri ran to her room. She was about to fling herself onto her bed when she saw the package of origami papers. Carefully, she spread out the colors like a rainbow: purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, reds. There was a bright red of the tulip she had tried to paint. Kiri took her scissors and cut a shape in the corner of the red paper. Then she took everything to the kitchen. The red paper tulip looked perfectly on a painting. Kiri smiled and glued the shape over the muddy spot. Strips of paper, pink, blue, green, orange, and red, floated onto the table as Kiri cut more and more shapes to add to her picture. The colors began to dance. Kiri looked over her colored papers again and chose a bright yellow square. She took a deep breath and folded it into a beautiful butterfly. The end.